which entrance are they going to use? Which entrance the convoy is going to use? R101 or the N1? They are en route.
As I've indicated to you, this is a military operation. And the issues of military, you can't expect civilians to be talking about. So let's allow the military to do their job. And we as civilians, we will do our task.
I'm sure South Africans mean no harm. They just want to know. They are excited to see their sons and daughters back home. That's why they want to know about the logistics, not that they are trying to impose themselves. Please share with us. We know you know.
It's very true. Yes, South Africans are anxious. They want to know what's currently happening. But at the same time, we have a responsibility as government to protect the very same brothers and sisters of ours. Because when you continue, some of you will be taking pictures, while you might reassure us responsible reporting. But there's somebody out there who will be taking them pictures, they will be on social media, circulated. I've got a responsibility to make sure that their privacy is protected.
You are the host province. Yesterday I was with you when you were overseeing a team of experts, medical experts from Gauteng, who were screening employees who work at the ranch there. What will happen now? Take us through, because you are hands-on when it comes to this operation now. So when they arrive there, what will happen? Please give us a timeline and a detailed breakdown.
I think when they arrive, they are going to be checked in. Into their hotel rooms, and they are going to be read the Riot Act, the do's and the don'ts during quarantine, and they are going to be given all that, because immediately when they enter in, the military takes over. Military healthcare services, it's in there. They've got all their isolation. We're with the minister, as you are rightfully saying so. They've got their own mini hospitals where, in case somebody is sick and whatever, they do have their own ambulances on site. So that issue of saying they will be utilizing, hey, our ambulances and whatever, it's not really true. The systems there are in place, of course, but as a province, as a hosting province, we are also ready for in case, because you will never know what can happen. Whatever happens, we are ready to come in and assist and work as government, because we are not a federal government, we are a unitary state.
We know the army is in charge. Yes, we are a constitutional democracy indeed, but the army is not going to be keeping a too close eye on them. They will enjoy that freedom of movement. Talk to us about social liberties that they will be able to enjoy inside there.
No, they will be able to be staying in their rooms. They will be able to watch TV. They will be able to have access to internet. They will be able to have access to the whole, to what is happening outside them. But what we are saying here is that we're just isolating them. We're just doing a precautionary measure to make sure that they are not in contact, for in case if that virus is in their system, still in its incubation period, we allow that virus to expose itself, because it takes time. So once it exposes itself, we'll be able to deal with it. But if it doesn't expose itself, we'll release them to join the public.
Let's talk about the coding of the message now around the coronavirus. It seems as if many people here in Polokwane and Limpopo are not really that much well educated and informed in terms of the symptoms and how the virus spreads. And it seems as if you've got so much work to do in terms of educational, informative campaigns. Are you happy with the way, as the government, you have basically encoded your message when it comes to the coronavirus?
Let me first indicate that we have tried our best as government since the outbreak, as declared by the WHO Director General. However, the problems that we have seen is that, you know, South Africa, how we are. We are always full of, we are funny. Maybe that's how we deal with a crisis and stress. So most of us create funny, wrong messages. And those ones, unfortunately, are receiving a lot of limelight than the real message. So we want to re-emphasize these are the issues that now we are saying in Limpopo. You need to check yourself. If you have traveled to any country that we know might be having a corona, we need to be able to look at all those signs and symptoms that we've spoken about. But also, secondly, being a Chinese is not equivalent to corona. That's another mistake, that people think that those who are coming from China have got corona. Remember, all the 24 cases, none of them is coming from China. And that message must go to all of us. There are countries in Europe which are transmitting a lot of coronavirus, but we are not talking about those. So let's talk about every country and not single out one country.
Dr. Poppy Ramathuba, the MEC for Health in Limpopo, there talking to us. We have had to hijack him. We have had to hijack her rather, because she's privy to the details of this operation, even though she will not share with us because she claims to be a civilian and this is a military-led operation. But I believe we can take it back to in Johannesburg and try to track what my colleague Lindo Kutlekulu is up to with that convoy.